Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
And 15 PCA.
Native 454.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast. So finally we got some concrete news about the Atari VCS. And those are popular videos for us because it's garbage.
Yeah,
and
it's garbage.
It still sounds like garbage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but we got some information, and this is coming from comicbook.com. And I'm going to read straight from this article here. Orders will start at $199, so that's like the base unit, which probably comes with one controller, not the Pro one. It didn't go into details, but I'm imagining there's going to be different tiers.
Yeah.
Atari plans for the first wave of VCS consoles to be shipped by spring of 2019.
I'll see it when I believe it.
About a year
from
now. And they're asking for... and I guarantee it gets pushed back even more. Will people ever get these consoles? But, you know, that's what... So at least we got a tentative release date and a price. $200, but that puts you right there with 3DSs. With your $100 more, and you can get yourself any of the other generations of consoles.
You can get a Switch. And then when the sales come out, you can get a PS4, you can get an Xbox One.
And games.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And that's another problem with this whole thing. We haven't heard any games for this thing, have we?
Nope. So this is a quote here coming from the Atari COO of Connected Devices. I don't know what that means. We continue moving forward on the Atari VCS project, and we're excited to see this pre-sale kickoff and to share more updates with our fans as we look forward to the first shipments. We are building outstanding teams and forging alliances. Forge alliances. It sounds so...
It's PRBS.
Yeah.
Assemble your team.
Choose your alliance.
The characters in a fighting game. Pull your team.
We will make this product great and truly worthy the Atari VCS name. How about truly worthy the Atari name? The VCS name that doesn't have any track record. So
no, I mean, yes, that's what the Atari, that's the official name of the 2600, but come on, no one remembers that. Just Atari. Say Atari.
Expert hardware partners are helping make this project possible. We couldn't be more pleased with their contributions. We won't name these partners. This morning's press release does reveal a few technical details. The Atari VCS will be powered by an AMD Radeon graphics tech and will be capable of pushing media content at 4K 60 frames per second.
Oh my goodness.
PRBS, media content. What, videos? Music?
Everything can almost do that
Pictures?
now. Any modern TV can do that.
I can click on a YouTube video, if the video's been shot in 4K, and click the 4K button and watch it in 4K on my computer, my laptop that's freaking almost 10 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Because if they were going to be able to have 4K 60 frames per second video games, they would say we're going to have games at 4K 60 frames, not media content.
And also, wouldn't you feel a little shady if they did say that? And the
at $200?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of games on the Xbox One X that can't do 60 frames 4K. Even the newest Tomb Raider is going to be 4K at 30 frames or 1080p at 60 frames.
I'd rather have the 1080p.
Yeah, I'd rather have that. Me personally, I like frame rate better. But so that goes to tell me that there's no way games are running at 4K 60 frames per second on this. For $200.
It's impossible. I mean,
it's impossible.
Unless
these games are like old games. I mean, I don't know what they're talking about. It can't be brand new AAA titles. There's no flipping way.
They're gonna go the Nintendo route. Get Dark Souls.
Yeah, have Dark Souls.
Praise the sun.
It continues on. The console will have an internal hard drive and feature expandable memory as well. Oh wow, that's such a key feature. No other console does that. Other features include dual band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0, USB 3.0 support. Okay, everything does that.
Yeah,
everything does that. There's nothing about this is special in any way.
This isn't 2018 anymore. It's 2008. That's what they want us to act like.
Atari. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find here because I remember reading through this. We're excited to see and to learn more. Atari has already revealed that the console will in fact have access to all of the most celebrated arcade classics and put the company on the map. What does that mean? We'll have access to. Is that for free or am I paid?
I think it might be pay.
I'm going to let you guys know. You guys have access to the world's most fastest supercars out there. If you have the money.
Yeah,
See,
exactly.
But then you have access
you
to
say it
this.
like that sounds so convoluted.
Because
Technically, we have access. I have access to courtside at the Rockets game. Yeah, if I have the money, I have access to it.
or the video games. Like, you have access because you have Xbox Live to these games.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that you can have them.
Exactly. One of these earlier articles I read saying that it's going to have some Atari 2600 games. It better have all the Atari.
Yeah,
games.
because we did a video before that showed off it's 6 games.
Yeah, it's got to be way more than that.
You'll have access to them. Whatever the hell that means.
You know what? If I was Atari, I would try to go to every old company that had all their really good title games and try to get all of them. Try to get literally all their rivals.
The thing is, pay them off or give them a percentage of the whatever the console makes early on. But the thing is, the way he's saying it sounds so shady. Everything's got to, when you're doing it the way they're doing it, you got to have everything concrete, sounding solid, and it sounds the opposite of that.
Yes.
Everything's obscure. We don't know all the details.
We haven't seen one single game that's been played on it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, not a demo or anything.
This is coming out in less than a year. I'm calling BS on that.
Atari's positioning the VCS to be a well-rounded multimedia hub. You don't need that anymore. This isn't 2005.
Yeah.
No.
We just got a new TV that has all that. It has Netflix and downloadable everything. It has all
You
those.
can even download apps to it. That's how advanced it is.
It has even for a few. It can hook up to a Bluetooth controller. Even my phone can be a controller for it. Mm-hmm. Like I downloaded the app for it. It's a Samsung, and through GameFly you can download games straight to your TV
And
stream it to your TVs. So we don't need a well-rounded media hub.
Yeah, we don't need to be like, I'm going to turn my Atari on to put on the weather and look at music.
And here's the thing: how long are you going to get support for this system if it does ever come out? It ain't going to be long. 'Cause that thing's going to crash.
You have access to 4K media content.
Yes.
And it gets me mad. They have to keep up some kind of hub because it looks like there's no disc for this system.
Yeah, there's. I'm pretty sure on the backbone it does have USB, so you could probably plug in.
Okay, that's still, but you better have some kind of hub or someone working on it so you can get games on it.
Yeah.
Again, this is still a dumpster fire. The fire continues to burn, and it has no signs of slowing, and it's only growing.
Yeah.
And the CEO is burning all the papers as the tender pulls on his butt in Bangkok, Thailand somewhere. That's what it looks like to me.
And the sad part is that if they use some key things here, they can really change this around. But they're not going to do it. They're not going to show
They need
us
a real
games.
partner. That's another thing. They need someone that has some credibility.
They're doing that cryptocurrency crap. What if they get in deep with that? Then they use this money to try to cover the cryptocurrency crap. Then we'll use that to pay off this big old Ponzi scheme bullcrap.
And the CEO's killed by the triads. He's
somewhere
dead. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what it seems like.
And
where's he getting this money from?
And I don't understand.
Cryptocurrency's shady. That's a whole other, like you said, Ponzi scheme that's going to blow up in his face.
Yeah, it's really shady stuff. And like I said, instead of making it 200, why don't you make it just 100? It doesn't need to be a multimedia thing.
Me and Crimson were at this retro convention for video games, and there was no buzz of this at all. No one was talking about this. No, nothing.
Yeah, everyone was just talking more. People are more excited for when Nintendo releases like the Nintendo Minis. We'll talk about this too. But I did see there's a Neo Geo Mini, and it's actually really cool.
Ooh,
oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
It's really cool. See, people are more excited for that kind of stuff. This thing, $200. You're right there with all the other consoles, and you're really gonna think someone, unless you have everything and you just got to have it.
Yeah.
Man, show all your nerd friends.
Yeah.
What else is it for? You guarantee you're not going to play it.
Ridiculous. Yeah. Sorry, access. The keywords, media content and access to. That's definitely the two things that stand out as marketing BS. Because what does that mean? It can mean anything. Media content can be games, movies, music, pictures.
Yeah, it doesn't mean a dang thing.
The CEO reading you a bedtime story, it can mean anything. It's just ridiculous. So, again, is anyone excited for this?
No.
I don't know.
And the chance we're getting any ads for this will be zero. I'm gonna get no ads, no television ads, no way.
I just can't. And again, is this going to be in store shelves?
No way. They're not going to give you store shelves.
They're not going to be able to fulfill their orders. No. I guarantee you. It's going to be another freaking retro console. The VGS. This is called the VCS. It's going to be
why would you
VGS.
use that same name? I know that's the original name between them, but why would you use that name after that disaster?
Yeah.
This guy named Kenny was running it. He's a real, piece of garbage. He just want to go in
but
there.
But this stinks of that.
Yeah, it does.
This is its cousin, basically.
Yeah. And instead of using ColecoVision, which is a smaller in the retro game market, they're using Atari, one of the biggest names of the first console generation. and then dragging it through the mud. That's what they're doing.
I can't wait to get all that media content that I can't get anywhere else but through Atari.
Yeah, they just need to drop that.
I can't wait to have access to games. Well, I'm glad it has access to games because only if my Xbox could have access to games.
Well, yeah.
You get so much access, it's ridiculous. You get so many different ways you can get games now.
It's really convenient, so I don't have to go to the game store anymore. So I can just go on the thing. It's perfect. Oh, wait.
Ridiculous. Atari, sorry. They're still going to get the burning banner like we've done for everything. Yeah. Nothing about every time we get a news story, it does nothing to change my mind. Not even close.
It's almost like
they're supposed to excite us. That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
They're supposed to get us excited. It's the opposite.
You wish that there might be some good news, but it always comes out as just garbage.
E3's coming up. They got to have demos. They got to have working consoles on the showroom floor for people to say, the controllers are tight and...
Why don't they do an Atari Treehouse, a Nintendo Treehouse thing, and do an Atari Treehouse type of thing, where they do videos talking about the system, showing it something.
Or also, wouldn't it be funny too? This is what I would do it as a marketing thing. I would say we're having our old titles, but they'll make them better. So you can have E.T., but it's going to be a better E.T.
Yeah,
game.
like they fixed it.
Yeah,
like both versions of one with actually instructions.
At least that would be a strategy. And that would be something.
And it would charm you a little bit. I remember getting E.T. It sucked, but
the problem is with movie license games and everything. I remember I was talking with one of our commenters back and forth talking about how things like Kaboom, those are actually made by Acclaim.
Yeah.
So how does that licensing work? But seriously. Atari says, hey, you want to put some of the old games back on our console. How much is Acclaim really...
Gotta hold on to that.
So I don't think Acclaim's not even a company anymore, so I don't even know who has the rights to Kaboom and all that.
Well, a lot of them were owned by Activision.
Yeah, that's what I meant, Activision.
Yeah.
So, come on, Activision, how much are they really asking for that license?
Or, Atari could always go the other route of just making it sound a little different.
Kaboomer.
Kaboomer. Alien.
That would actually be interesting. See, that gets me more excited than this. Yeah. But that's not a real thing.
Yeah, it's not a real thing. And like I said, marketing, they just need to market it better, and they're not. They're making it sound so a big,
Adventure
weird.
2, something like that. Be silly with it.
Exactly. Aliens evading or something. I don't know.
It's just Atari. Again, we say this every time. We love Atari for everything that it was.
Yes.
It's nothing about Atari has anything to do with what it used to be.
No.
The name has been traded and sold so many times it doesn't mean anything anymore.
No.
And that nostalgia bite, every time I hear the name Atari, every time I see an Atari symbol or a hat or a t-shirt, it makes me smile, but I have to tell myself it's not that anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't exist anymore.
That Atari that I remember from 83, 84, it doesn't exist no more. That's long gone.
Mm-hmm.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.